like when I went to the Tatsuya Yamashita concert, which was like the best concert still I've ever been to.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, it was a 5-minute clapping encore, like demand.
Yeah.
And he was going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
But the whole audience for 5 minutes was...
Well, that's kind of what it was like at the Final Fantasy thing as well. Because like at the end, I don't know if it was like that for you, but like at the end, everyone was like clapping for like each individual section.
Yeah.
And bro, I felt like I was at like the Cannes like film festival.
I was like,
where it's like a 17-minute like standing ovation.
Yeah. I was like, can I?
Yeah. And I'm like, we're gonna get to the encore soon though.
Yeah. I was like, come on now.
My friend was wearing one of those like smartwatches, and he was like, "Oh, it says I've done 10,000 steps because it's just been clapping for like 17 minutes."
Yeah, I had that. I've had that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my opinion on encores.
So if they were to do any kind of like, it doesn't have to be orchestral,
Video game.
any kind of video game concert,
Any video game concert
that you could go to, which one would it be?
Yeah, imagine the Halo concert, man.
Oh my God.
But I'm just there for the
Dude, a Halo orchestral concert would be sick.
I mean, Halo does have some banger tracks.
Is it Halo the one where it has like the fucking piano bit that goes dun dun?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's such an epic track as well.
Yeah.
That would be hard.
Bro.
That's Halo 2. Yeah, Halo would probably be a fire concert, to be fair.
Yeah.
I wonder if they still do that. I know Nintendo has one. Nintendo, I'm sure, has a banger one.
Yeah,
Just play the greatest
Nintendo's.
hits.
Yeah, Nintendo's done a bunch of them.
That would just be the concert.
Nintendo concert in Japan.
Oh, it's the banger. What video game do you think has like a fucking banger soundtrack? I'm trying to think myself now. What is like the best video game soundtrack?
Oh, bro, Chrono Trigger orchestral.
Sure, I'm sure Chrono Trigger would go hard.
That would go so
I
hard.
bet Undertale would be good too.
That would be good.
Undertale would probably be pretty fun.
That would be good.
It's hard because I think I would just rather like a best of a bunch of games as opposed to like all of the
Like a
soundtracks.
Nintendo one.
Yeah. I don't know. I would need to
Guys,
see.
search up a list of like the best video game soundtracks of all
Oh
time.
no! If we're going in that route, Mario Galaxy orchestral.
Yeah, Mario Galaxy Orchestra would be fire.
I mean, that was made by an
Yeah.
orchestra in the game. That would go so hard.
Alright,
So Zelda.
Oh, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. All right. We need a Tony Hawk concert.
Dude, that's-
bring back the mid 2000s.
That's literally just like a rock festival.
Yeah, right. Mid 2000s rock.
Oh man.
All right, let's see.
Lollipop
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
I never played that. Crazy Taxi.
it's a pretty good soundtrack.
Okay,
That's a pretty good
Yeah,
soundtrack.
that did have a pretty good soundtrack.
Bioshock.
Bioshock Infinite.
Didn't play it.
Didn't play it.
Didn't play.
A lot of these are just like
Didn't play.
actual soundtracks because I'm sure
Watch Dogs 2. Wow. Last of Us Part. Okay. Wow.
Okay.
The Last of Us have a good soundtrack. I don't
Keeps
remember.
I never played
I
it.
don't remember the music for soundtrack.
Michael Jackson.
Well, that's
Wow,
just
really?
Well. Hold on a second. Why is that not
that's a
number
fucking
one?
cop out.
Yeah, that's
I didn't go to a Michael Jackson concert. I went to a Moonwalker soundtrack
And
concert.
can you do an article that's not Rolling Stones? Because I think all of these are just like musical like games that have.
There we
like,
go. PC
actual-
Mag.
All right.
Let's see.
Let's see what is in the running for top.
Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger.
Yes,
all right.
of
Yeah,
course.
Chrono Trigger Orchestra would go hard.
That would go
I
so
think it would go
hard.
very hard. Just keep scrolling. till we
Yeah, just
stop.
keep scrolling.
Cuphead.
Oh, Cuphead would be great too as well.
Oh, Doom.
Okay,
Doom
Doom.
music?
We need a
Doom
Doom
would be
concert.
fucking
I feel
sick.
bad. Would that ever happen though? Because they didn't have like a huge falling out with Mick Gordon
Yeah, I think so.
because they were like paying him shit.
Unless Mick Gordon pulls an Uematsu and it's just like, I'm just going to do it independently.
I'm just gonna do my own thing.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Country
Yeah.
had an amazing soundtrack.
Oh my God. The water level.
Rare kind of were just like lightning back then.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
kind of didn't miss. Earthbound.
Earthbound. Yeah, goated.
Yep. Elder Scrolls.
Skyrim.
I mean,
Final
yeah.
Fantasy 6. There it is. My
How many
favorite.
Final Fantasies are gonna be on here? Is this-
15? No, 15 isn't as memorable, in my opinion.
Grim Fandango, sure. Hotline
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, okay.
Hotline
Hotline
Miami.
Miami.
Journey.
Well, that's-
yeah.
Journey,
okay.
that had a great soundtrack.
Oh, Fury had a great soundtrack
Katamari,
as well.
yes, also amazing soundtrack.
Legend of Zelda, Breath
Breath
of the
of the
Wild.
I
Wild.
feel like it'd be such a cop out to say like I want to go to a Legend of Zelda concert. I feel like it's too low hanging fruit.
Breath of the Wild is very minimalist. as
Yeah,
well in
but
terms
if
of
it was
soundtrack.
kind of like a every Zelda game
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
concert,
yeah.
The game would be fun.
that would
Yeah.
be great.
Oh, Mega Man would be fun.
Oh, Mega Man would be
Oh,
hype.
yes.
Oh my God.
Mega Man would be
Yeah.
fun.
Okay, how did I forget Persona 5?
I mean,
God,
Yeah.
when he sees Persona.
Persona.
I mean, I went to the Persona concert a couple of years ago,
fun?
which is so good because they did all the Persona games.
Okay.
Yeah, and they had like all the original singers, and like Shoji Meguro was just in the band, and no one knew until the end.
Well, Persona, every Persona game just has such a fucking amazing soundtrack.
Yeah. So they had like they had like Lotus Juice, who's like the rapper guy on Persona 3.
Oh,
like he was there, and like the lead singer from Persona 5 and 4 were there as well. So like they did every Persona game.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
So good.
Times when I go to concerts like that, I'm like, damn, it feels good living in Japan sometimes.
Yeah.
You can just casually go to this stuff. This is like
Normally
this
you
is
have to
stuff
plan-
that would be like a highlight of my trip if I came here.
Yeah. We have to plan your entire fucking year around this one trip.
Meanwhile, Pete's like, "Hey man, I got your tickets." I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah,
sick, man. Also, I appreciate it for once. I was so glad because when I went to the Tatsuro Yamashita concert, I loved it, and I intend to go again this year if I can get tickets. I've been trying.
I'd love to go with you if you.
Yeah, you can. I think it opens like today or tomorrow.
It's
is
it lottery?
Lottery and link to ID, which so like. You can't book tickets. Like if I want to go with Joey, I have to book right now with Joey.
Yeah.
And you can only do 2 max. So if for some reason Joey drops out, no one can take Joey's place.
Yeah.
And because they checked when I got there, they checked my ID.
Oh shit.
That it matched up with my ticket. And I was like, this is so lame. Like, and there's no way to change the name. So like if you dropped out like 2 months before, there's no way I can change it. Which sucks.
And you don't get a refund.
No.
That's fucked.
It's like so annoying. And I get it that scalpers are that big of an issue.
Yeah.
But like, there shouldn't be where like, if I have a ticket, it goes to waste.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, I feel like someone else should be able to enjoy this absolute Giga Chat.
Yeah, we should definitely try and go to that.
Yeah. Dude, it's the best concert I've ever been to.
Well, yeah. And I fucking missed out on it last time, so.
Dude, I can't.
All three of us should go.
Yeah.
Dude,
well, we can only do 2.
Well, we can all go.
Yeah.
I don't need to sit next to you. I'll have fun. What? I don't need to sit next to you.
What?
It's also like, it'll be us and like 60-year-old men and women.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Which is fine.
I'm fine.
But
That's
like it's like I'm having the time of my life and everyone else is, but we're all like sitting down enjoying it.
Oh no, I'm fucking standing up. I don't give a
They
shit.
do at the end. They do at the end.
Yeah. No, I'm doing it the whole time.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
There is like when I was there at the concert, there was like 1 or 2 people in the front who were standing the whole time.
Yeah.
Who were like, yeah, come on. Oh yeah.
That's gonna be me. That's gonna be me, dog. I'm gonna be in the mosh.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Streets of Rage 2. Okay, this is going like old school now. Where a lot I haven't.
Galaxy.
Okay,
Galaxy
Galaxy
Orchestra will be so hard. Undertale.
Undertale.
Well.
Okay.
I think Undertale did an orchestral thing, if I'm not mistaken. Am I crazy?
I wouldn't be
Can you
surprised.
type in Undertale Orchestra? I feel like I'm crazy. I feel like I heard this. I don't know if I'm.
They probably did do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this year.
Undertale
Dude,
Symphony.
Megalovania
2024.
Orchestra would be so high.
Oh my god.
There's just so many other good fun songs in that soundtrack.
It looks like it happened a couple months ago.
It's kind of insane how much he cooked on that game. and he's not finished, which is the most surprising thing.
I still haven't played Undertale.
What?
You get everyone knows you get a game dev buff for being a solo finish developer.
Oh, yeah.
You are just born knowing how to make a game. Apparently,
That's apparently yeah.
How long did it take him to develop Undertale?
quite a while. Because didn't he do the Kickstarter and then he ended up taking like a couple more years. And people were like, "Yeah, bro, are you making this?"
And now he's made official music for the Pokemon.
Yeah,
games.
he does a lot of soundtrack
has he
stuff.
actually?
In the newest Pokemon game, he did
32 months.
He did like half the songs from the latest Pokemon game, and you could when I was playing the game, you could immediately tell I'm like, this is a Toby Fox song because it went so
I
hard.
made it with 51K. That's crazy.
Fuck.
Damn.
Bro,
Crazy.
he's made that back. And
I don't know. That's why I love gaming right now so much. Like I feel like the indie space is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like so cool that one guy can make something that has so much impact.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool.
Absolutely.
And what a game.
you say the same thing about AAA games though?
Fuck no, AAA games suck. That's why I feel like I'm only really playing like either TFT, which is a AAA game, I guess. I don't know. Well, that's probably Riot. Or like indie games. I love indie games so fucking much.
No, definitely.
It's because you don't want to stream AAA games. That's the real reason.
No,
Let's be honest.
but like, what AAA game would I want to play? I don't really want to play anything.
New Final Fantasies. Would you play like the Final Fantasy remakes?
I played a bit of 16 and it was kind of boring.
16 was aight.
Like
It
I
was
had
alright.
so much more fun with like 7, 8, 9 than I did with the first 2 hours of 6.
Yeah, they're definitely better games.
I mean,
for sure.
16 peaked. Not it's definitely not peak the peak Final Fantasy I've played so far.
I feel like I just wanted to make a movie.
I mean, they did.
They just
Like now that I've finished 16, I look back on it and there are some like fucking banger moments in there. But then
Bahamut fight.
Huh?
The Bahamut
The
fight
Bahamut fight
is the most insane thing I've ever seen.
Basically, every boss fight in that,
Yeah.
almost every boss fight in that is fucking goated. But
Yeah.
outside of that, it was actually a little boring.
Yeah.
a lot of times.
I mean, I feel like we've talked about it before, but like, I feel like just the main cast of 16 was just not that memorable. You know, and especially when you compare it to like 7 or like 9 or or some of the older ones, it's just like what the fuck was her name? Jill, the main girl.
Yeah,
just had like no personality.
Yeah. She was like completely forgettable.
Yeah,
Clive was also.
Sid was the best part.
Sid was the GOAT.
We know what happened to Sid.
Sid was the GOAT.
Yeah.
It was unfortunate. I'm trying to give like Final Fantasy VII Remake like a second go now. So I've been just like slowly going through that.
Some good Final Fantasies.
Just play some good Final Fantasies.
Play some 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Basically 6 to 10. Just play those, man.
I just need to actually finish one of the like critically acclaimed ones.
What do you mean? Like about 6, 7, 8? Well, 8 not so much. 7?
No, because I haven't finished any of like the golden era Final Fantasies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's golden era?
I would say like 6, 7, 8, 9.
6 to 10, I'd say.
6.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Because I feel like not many people talk about
Chrono Trigger. You play Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
I gotta play
shorter than all of those.
Yeah.
Chrono Trigger's like a 20-hour game.
Yeah, it's funny because I think I've realized I haven't played many like 2D, what do you call it, like 2D RPG kind of games?
16-bit.
Yeah, 16-bit games.
Yeah,
because I've missed out on like Undertale as well.
I mean, I would argue though that was like the golden age for JRPGs.
Chrono Trigger's the best, man. It's so fucking good.
I don't know. I feel like our JRPGs have continued to go pretty hard now.
Oh no, they have. I'm not saying like the JRPG genre's fallen off or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I feel just like, especially in that like kind of Super Nintendo, like PlayStation 1, 2 era, like there was just so many JRPGs that came out that are just considered like classics now.
I have no nostalgia for the old RPGs, but why do I like that style more than the new style?
What do you like, the 16-bit style?
I like how 9 looks better than like 16.
I don't know. Maybe it's because
I'll tell you. Vibes.
All right, there we go.
I think honestly, just because it's a better game.
I just feel like, especially like Chrono Trigger, like I look at Chrono Trigger, I'm like, this is more visually appealing to me than the super realistic, dark grittiness of 16.
I mean, that's why, like, especially in like the indie scene, like that whole kind of like pixel art style, pixel art just ages so incredibly.
It's not just that. Sometimes, like playing 16 as well, I just feel like I can't remember much of the music of 16.
Yeah,
even though it was like super bombastic. Epic orchestral track.
Bombastic soundtrack.
You can't say the word bombastic.
Okay.
You know why? It's because Uematsu didn't work on it.
Okay.
But if Uematsu wasn't on it, he would have cooked.
Sometimes there's just a charm to like the 16-bit soundtrack.
Oh, definitely.
It's just ingrained in your mind I feel like it ingrains in your mind way easier than some higher production tracks.
Yeah, and I think it also might be just purely from the fact that because there was such limitation in the hardware and the tech at the time, that it forced developers to like really push the boundaries of like what they can do with the tech. And so like you would get these like, especially in like games like 4 or 6, like some of these sounds that Uematsu was cooking, I listened to it today and I'm like, how do you make that on a 16-bit chip? Like it's actually insane what they were able to do back then. And even like the pixel art and stuff, like it's very like, because there is such limitations visually, it kind of forces you as the player to like put a little bit more of your imagination into it.
It forces you to go for more of a stylistic look.
Yeah.
Because like what is the final end goal of like good graphics? Is it to be realistic? Because
depends who you ask, right?
Yeah, depends who you ask.
I feel like because we're getting to this point where everything needs to look real, we're just losing all like style.
Yeah,
like everything looks dark and gritty now, and I just don't think it looks good.
Yeah.
Which is why I feel like you do vibe more with like the older style, because there is more style to it than just looking realistic, looking like a CGI movie.
Yeah, exactly.
And I totally agree with you. I think that's why there's a lot of AAA games just have less of a charm to them.
Yeah,
there's no soul to it.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
I don't know. I've played some like new gen games where it's like AAA or not, where they have a lot more of the enhanced graphics, and I just like, I don't know. It just feels empty. I don't know why. It gives me the vibe's not there.
I feel
like the visuals shouldn't matter that much, right?
Yeah.
But why do they matter so much to me?
I don't know.
I mean, they do matter. What are you talking about?
But like, why do they matter? Like in a game.
Because what do you spend most of your time looking?
Yeah, but like something like Zork has like no visuals, and it's like an okay game.
What's
kind of
Zork?
shit?
The text-based one.
Yeah. Show Garden Zork.
Hey, Zork's good.
I don't know. Like, I don't think you need visuals because like chess doesn't have good visuals, and that's a good. Well, actually, maybe it's good visuals.
It definitely has visuals. What do you mean?
It's a good game.
Yeah. Unless you're doing blindfolded chess.
Not Zorak. Remove the A.
Yeah, Zork. Z-O-R-K.
Yeah, just show
There you
images.
go. Yeah, look at that.
This is it. The green one.
The green one there.
Yeah,
that's Zork. Zork Online.
That's Zork.
Well, that's just a visual novel.
But like a game doesn't need good visuals. But like, why does it matter so much to me?
I mean, a game doesn't need good music as well, but it definitely doesn't hurt it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
that's true.
And I think you know, I'm someone who goes with like the stylistic look as well.
Yeah.
Where sometimes I just don't vibe with a game. Like I could not really, like for example, even with Zelda, right? I way prefer the feeling of Wind Waker than when Twilight Princess came out. And
Yeah, me too. I like
Yeah.
that.
I totally get that though.
But at least I appreciate with Twilight Princess they did like even though the world was so heavily themed, at least it still stood out.
yeah.
But obviously, I do prefer. We're just weebs, bro. We just prefer the anime.
Yeah, we prefer the anime.
I prefer the anime shit. All right, I'm gonna say it. I like the anime.
Also,
shit.
Minna's just goated. Like Minna's just a good character.
True.
But yes, no, I do agree. Like, you know, I think it's interesting, especially with like Wind Waker, for instance, right? How like when it initially came out, everyone fucking hated it.
Yeah.
Because at the time, it was like people were definitely, and games at the time were kind of definitely moving more towards that kind of realism style, you know, game like we saw in like Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
So when they saw this like cel-shaded, cartoony-ass looking Link, they were just like, not my Legend of Zelda. What the fuck? This is a kid's game. And then over time, people are like, oh no, actually, this visual is kind of goated.
Yeah.
And it's just aged so much better than, you know, some of the earlier like N64 Zeldas and stuff like that, right? Just visually speaking.
Real question is, when are you guys finishing Fear and Hunger? That's what I want to know. The true RPG for real gamers. When are you finishing it?
Before the next trash taste, we force ourselves to watch, play /
What are you, Joe?
AKA never.
You're not gonna finish it? No.
I just can't get into it, man.
No.
I'm a baby. It's too hard.
No.
It's too hard for you.
I want to play Dragon Quest.
No. You got to get back to the dungeon.
I want to play Zork.
Back to the dungeon. That is a dungeon. Get back to the dungeon.
Yeah, but
Jay.
it's less scary.
Let me catch up to all my gacha games first.
No, that's the trick. You never get caught up.
I know.
Let me replay Final Fantasy 4 and 5 real quick again, because I'm in that mood, and then I'll consider it.
It takes too long, Jay.
Yeah.
Back to
It's
the dungeon.
fine. I've played it before.